say
Top Billin. All right, Top Billin, you already know the spiel. If you can't handle somebody with constructive criticism on some player you like, this ain't the place for you. However, I think JT Daniels in that Georgia offense has a chance to be incredible next year. Absolutely incredible. I saw some things that I really liked in the Cincinnati game, and I saw some things that I think they need to improve on, specifically JT Daniels and or the play caller as well, but whomever's working with JT Daniels just have to clean up a few things, and he should be in the running for the Heisman next year. The offense is absolutely loaded. We have to see about the offensive line, but the bare bones of something special is definitely there for the University of Georgia here. So, all right, with this being said right here, JT Daniels has to get consistent with the minutia of the position. So we'll see him here on the pull. We'll let it go through right here. You see him right here holding the safety. Bang. Look at the product placement. Got him, right? See what he does right here on the pull? He wants to make sure that he's able to hold this particular safety right here front side because he wants to hit the honey hole here with this split safety look, right? Wait, hold on. Some of you guys, you know what I'm saying, y'all a little perverted. Y'all live that alternative lifestyle. Just the honey hole right here, right? The space in between the split safeties that you can work on a vacation, especially on an in-breaking route, right? So we'll see an in-breaking route right here by George Pickens. He's going to get right in that honey hole there. And this right here, if he would have stared this down the entire way, he would have led that safety over there, or he may have led this linebacker to drop deeper in coverage, which he should have done anyway. So I'm not sure what this linebacker is doing, right? If it's cover two look, the linebacker needs to have a little bit more depth and trust that he's a better athlete than JT Daniels there. But JT Daniels, with the minutia of it and the accuracy, Jakob got him. That's what I'm talking about. If he can consistently do stuff like this, he's going to have an incredible year. I'm here to tell you. All right, conversely, he'll stare down some shit too, right? So you're going to have pretty much clear out / divergence route here by Demetrius Robertson. Then you have a speed out by my man Granddaddy Darnell Washington right here. My man Granddaddy got 3 bad knees and 6 bad hips on him. So you can't be getting Granddaddy lit up like this, right? This is actually man coverage. He was trying to wait, I guess, to see if they were in their cover 2 shell. But it's man coverage, and the safety gets a beat on it because he pretty much stares this down the whole way. So you get that safety shooting over there, and Granddaddy gets his clock clean, staring it down the whole way. Bang, right there. So imagine if he would have looked that off, right? You wouldn't have Granddaddy hips getting turned to sawdust and everything. Look, Granddaddy getting up slow. Your Granddaddy ain't supposed to be getting hit like that. Any day now, one of his hips could go out on him. But if you check this out right here, on the pull, immediately stares it down, and he stares down the area. Darnell Washington has not even gotten into his route yet, and he's staring that down, throws off his back. This is another thing. So the minutia of it, I do not like JT Daniels' mechanics. Not one bit at all, right? And this is some shit, right? Remember, I'm the guy who covered this guy when he was at USC. I had to do a lot of stuff on him, a whole season's worth of film studies there, the stuff in high school. He had some flaws in his mechanics then, and he still has them now. But that's why you're at the University of Georgia, so they can help you with that. Far too many times when there's, like, why are you throwing off your – look at this. He's throwing off of his back foot, not really driving on this. This would have been the perfect time to step into this throw. Look at it. He's just pretty much on his toes, right? If you see a Trevor Lawrence or somebody like that, they're stepping that foot out, driving off that back leg, and maybe you get it there faster. Right? This is almost like feathering the clutch. Not enough on it right here. Doesn't get there fast enough. And Granddaddy's hips turn to sawdust. Gonna fuck around and Granddaddy gonna need a service, dog. 3-by-1 working with this speed out to Demetrius Robertson. And look at this. Like, I'm not, like, if you look at the mechanics of this, right? Like, if he could have kept this in the air, Demetrius Robertson could still be running towards the first down. Left him a little short. It left it manageable in all honesty, but still, this could have probably been a first down. Now let's check out his lower body mechanics here, right? So this time he does steps into the throw, but look at the torque and the turnover from this. Torque, turnover, and kind of, look at that. Look at the turnover right here from the upper body, right? See where the hand breaks from the ball. The actual throwing motion is a nice throwing motion, right? Nothing really to say about anything like that over the top, but the follow through. Look at this follow through. kind of tilted to the side. I'm not sure if he's trying to feather the clutch or if he's trying to guide the ball there instead of just letting it rip. But, man, he ends up short-arming this right here. And a lot of his throws do come up short. And if you're talking about pushing off that back leg, still kind of just picks it up. Not necessarily driving off of that, right? Not necessarily driving off that, picks it up, and then he's got the turnover torque at the top, and he just kind of short arms it, right? Alligator arms it. All right, so the deep ball. I didn't chart this, but I would be willing to bet that they may have thrown a deep ball on just about every series or every possession that they had. Like, it was crazy. To me, it's a tough way to live. With all those deep balls thrown or whatever like that, they still had like 10 points in the fourth quarter. Like, it's feast or famine, especially with JT Daniels here in his mechanics. So this was a good one right here, right? You're going to have a slide protection from the line, and he's going to get depth right there, right? You see the fake toss. He gets depth, let it rip. You can see the mechanics there. Nasty catch by your boy George Pickens there. But if we look at this right here, just normally, how accurate are you going to be consistently doing this? Now, you don't have to have accuracy on a deep ball, right? Anybody can throw the deep ball if you just get it out there, right? You just have to be willing to throw it or whatever like that. But there is a certain way that you can ensure that you can have a little bit more success. But you can see him right here. He picks his leg up a lot. Like, everybody's going to pick their leg up. But look at this. He's putting everything into this. It's something that I pointed out, I believe, after his first start right there. You can see he's got my man's about to throw a roundhouse, right? He's about to throw a roundhouse kick on his follow through there, but he does get that particular one there. Now let's look at some other ones. The last one was to George Pickens, who you wouldn't consider a speedster, right? He could perhaps be the best wide receiver, top 5 wide receiver in college football next season, but you wouldn't say speed is his number one trait. This guy, Arian Smith, speed is definitely his number one trait, and he's absolutely moving. And he had his guy completely beat, and JT Daniels underthrew this one. He's underthrown most of his deep balls. If you're being neutral about this, he has underthrown a lot of his. Look at that. Look how far Arian Smith had his guy beat. He didn't probably have to put that much air on it. You could almost have put it on him, like Drew Brees style, right? Where it doesn't have to look at the trajectory of this bad boy. Where is it? Right here, right? If he would have probably put it down a little bit more and then tried to lead him that way, but that takes a lot of arm strength, right? I don't know how to explain this, right? But the higher you throw it, the more body English and stuff you can put into it. Where if you have a lower trajectory, you have to have some arm strength to really get it downfield a little bit more, right? So just go outside and throw a ball higher in the air as far as you can, then try to throw it as far as you can with the lower trajectory, and you'll see your arm strength really revealed there. But he completely underthrew this one. This was a touchdown. Right, if this were, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes or somebody like that, man, that's a touchdown right there. But with him, it's just a long completion. Definitely flipped the field and everything like that. But if I'm not mistaken, they may have actually stalled out in this drive. So got to be completing those and have them become touchdowns, especially if you have a freak like Arian Smith on the ground, right? That kid can run. All right, another one to Arian Smith. This one has to travel, roughly 55 yards or so. Look. Underthrown again. Oh, Smith had him beat, of course. Smith's going to have people beat pretty much all the time, right? You can't play a split safety look or have your safeties running cover 4 or something like that trying to run with this man. They need to be back. Just worried about that. You can see Smith right here on the post. Now let's look at JT Daniels. This is a, look, half moon theory in full effect. Half moon theory in full effect. He has no pressure. They're only rushing 3, dropping 8. And look at him. He could have hitched up right here, really drove off that back foot. But, man, it's like a front foot throw, almost like a fall-away jumper with the got the kick right there. And he looks like he puts too much air under it again and underthrows Arian Smith, who should have been a touchdown with. For real. Right? Super underthrown. All right, absolutely love this kid's toughness. This has been like that since day one, right? So what we have here, I believe you have Revolution motion by McIntosh. I love that 21 personnel that they have going on there, but with 2 actual running backs. But check this out right here, right? You'll see him with the pressure, getting to him, right? Someone eventually uncovers. Yeah, it's usually from – we're going to have to watch this guy right here if he's the left tackle next year, right? Oliver Truss, I don't know his name, but look at him. He gets shrugged away, right? He gets washed away like rain. But look at JT Daniels in the face of adversity, right? It doesn't matter. He knows somebody's coming. He simply evades just a little bit just to kind of throw his fall-away jumper. And he actually completes this pass in the face of adversity, I believe, to George Pickens there on 4th down, right? The dude right here thought he was doing something, right? Thought he had him. Look at JT Daniels get up in his face like, yeah, now what? The dude's like, I don't know what happened to this dude, right? Look, he started shaking his head. What is he shaking his head for? What is he shaking his head for? This dude's on some Quaaludes or something like that, man. He's confused. He's shaking his head. JT Daniels is like, yeah, now what? All right, ball security, right? Got some breach here. Terrible blitz pickup by my man Kenny McIntosh, who I believe is the best back on the team. He's got to get better at that for sure. And, of course, Truss right here as well. Not sure what he was doing. Got a second level sitting right there. He was like, oh, you know what? You can just go by, buddy. You can just have it. All right. But he does a great job of evading this. Very pocket mobile. Not that good of an athlete, but a good enough athlete, right? But you see right here, look at him holding the ball all out. He in traffic, doesn't have the ball tucked away. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish there. Look at this. Ball completely away from his body in traffic with people around. And, of course, it's time to give it up, baby. Giving that thing up like a $2 hooker. Got to do better than that. No hookers were harmed in this. All right, look at this, right? 13 personnel here. You got your 3 tight ends. Kenny McIntosh in the game. Look at the pocket mobility right here and keeping his eyes downfield. Get the sprint out, right? He got depth. There was a breach. There's a common theme here. There was a breach. He steps back up in the pocket here. Now, look, everybody converging on him. Don't matter. Still gets the ball to John Fitzpatrick there. This is the type of stuff that you see and you're like, yeah, this kid can be very, very good. And you see why he was a 5-star talent. This is some good stuff, man. Keeping your eyes down the field. Look at that. Before the ball is even launched, right? He's got people on him right there. So this could have been bad as well, but he was able to tough through it and deliver the ball. Pitch perfect. All right, you guys heard me say it 50 million times. What do I judge accuracy by? Opposite hash throws. Front-facing play action fake. Out route by Pickens. Hit some, remember, throws outside the numbers, right? That's a long throw. In his defense, this is definitely a long throw. And look, this time he tries to drive off that back foot, right? But his is always like a toe drive, right? Toe drive there, and he kind of fall. I don't know. It's a strange mechanic, not the throwing motion, just a strange lower body mechanic. And I think he short arms this one. Pickens has to stop right at the numbers, right? He grips the numbers, and then suppose he was able to just lead him towards the sideline, and he's probably already running. Instead, he has to kind of stop there, and then, of course, George Pickens does a what? Always trying to leap over somebody. I hate this shit. Crazy, man. People got to stay on your feet, man. Come on, man. Now look at him. Going to be needing a service dog. All right, so you had a stuggo by Jermaine Burton, yet one of the 15 dope-ass receivers Georgia has, right, in its offensive-led program for next year. This was weird. Stuggo, he had that man beat by a mile. Look at this. Look at this. Where is this ball going? Where is this ball going? I'm not sure. You see where it lands? Come on. This bad boy, look, Burton's beat his man downfield. This thing lands about, what's this? Bang. Like 8-9 yards behind him. Look, he's still looking up in the air like, I got it. I think I got it. And the ball's right here. Like, I'm not sure about that, but if you see the social distancing measures being practiced by Burton on this one, he was gone. So just these little things, man, I'm telling you, all they have to do is just clean up a few things, man. This offense is going to look like very much like what you saw last year with Alabama and Florida, Ohio State and teams like that, man. I can definitely see that for sure. All right, so 12 seconds left in the game. I didn't notice this on the telecast. He almost threw this game away. Look at this. No need for him, right? It's another pump and go at the very least from him. Then he throws off his back foot. There's really no pressure, or I guess you can say it's kind of a breach right here, right? So maybe he can naturally feel that. Got Erickson and Sawyer right here. That pretty much holding this guy, if you being honest about the situation. And he throws a fall away jumper right here. And look at this. Look at the footwork right here. It's like a shuffle, like a switch. You see that? A switch fall away jumper, fade with the DB bearing down on it. And look, he's the one that touches the ball. I thought Burton had this. This guy right here could have won the game. It hits right off of his hands. There's the ball. All right, he could have drove this right here, right in that honey hole, take some of the trajectory off of it, put some velocity on it, but he lost this one up. And he almost threw a pick. Dang. Oh, that kid feels bad when they got back up in the film room, man. All right, last one right here. Rhythm and timing aspect. Not much of it in this game. Looks him off. Bang, look at that. Right? Curl route here. I like how he came off this. He knows where he wants to go with this. You don't have to stare it down the entire way. Just needs to consistently do this. And then his George Pickens right there. Stop route, too easy. So there you have it, man. Let me know in the comment section what you think about your boy JT Daniels and his prospects for next year. It's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Make sure you like this. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already there. And holla at your boy. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.